Hello everyone and welcome to this video, which is another test of your tactical acumen. It's in the Great Engines game series and the Crazy Leela series, and we're testing whether you can find the tactics that Leela found at Queen odds. This first game is a game against a very strong player, nearly 2900. Played at the 1 minute challenge, so 1 minute bullet. And as you can see, it's going pretty well for black at the moment. Queen and rook knight against two rooks. But things went a little bit pear-shaped. So obviously black was, well, probably getting down to about 20 seconds by now. These players, these really good bullet players, play so fast. But black tried to give the king a little bit of room, but Leela just hoovered up the pawn. And here black made a serious blunder, because after rook c8, rook takes f6 happened. And g takes f6 allows rook takes b7. Black's still probably winning, but it's a little bit tricky. Rook's threatening to come over to f4. So black played rook c1, looking to invade on h1. What, however, had Leela planned against this? Yes, it was a very unpleasant rook h8 check. There's only king takes h8 and then rook f8 checkmate. Amazing just how the game turns, in just a couple of seconds, basically. From completely winning rook knight and queen against two rooks to this mate. Ooh, let's have a look. How's this one looking? Oh, this one's quite nice. Yeah, no, it's so black was indeed still a queen up. Looking quite decent, but there is just this issue on the h file, and it turns out to be an absolute huge problem. So rook takes h6 check played by black, by white rather. King g8 allows rook g1 check, but I'm going to ask you, what does white do against the move king g7? Well, the answer is that we play rook to h7 check, king g8, and now this lovely move f5. f5 takes away control of the g6 square, so white is just threatening rook h8 and rook h7. Black can throw in a queen a3, but after king b1, there's nothing at all to stop white from playing rook h8 check and then rook 1 h7 checkmate. Quite apart from the fact that with the queen away from e7, even knight takes f6 is threatened checkmate. Really nice, slightly unusual twist on a common theme there. Yeah, this is another very typical situation. I mean, Leela's queen for a knight down, so somehow managed to get a piece back, but is sort of doing sort of action on the king side here. Yeah, it seems that the best line that black could have played would be to play a move like queen e5, let white take on g7, and then claim there's nothing remotely interesting in that. But well, would have been a little bit scary. What black decided to do actually was quite sensible. He just said, okay, we'll take on g7, I'll swap off queen and rook for two rooks, and I'll just end up with rook versus knight, and hopefully that'll be winning. So h takes g7 happened, rook takes g7. But what did Leela do here? So black had only expected rook takes g7, but this move is an absolute stinker. The big problem is that after rook takes g6, I simply go rook h1 check. And after king g8, I'm not only taking the queen, I'm forking the king and rook. So king f7, I take, and after rook d1, yeah, white's simply a pawn up in a rook ending, and actually after rook d8 c4 it's going to be 2, so black resigned. Really really harsh end there to the game for black. Yeah, this is another slightly slightly harsh one somehow. So white played the move rook e4, and well, obviously white's fine here. You're probably picking up the pawn on c4, and you've got rook and bishop for the queen. Nothing wrong with it. But okay, black shouldn't really lose either. But black played the move queen f2, probably looking to play a queen b6, queen g1 check, looking to try and force a draw somehow. What did white play in this position? Yeah, I mean, this is why Leela's so venomous to deal with. Leela played the move rook d4, and this is really unpleasant because I'm just threatening knight e4, forking the queen and the bishop, and there's not very much you can do about it. Simply that tempo on the queen is horrible, and it's even worse than that because when black played king c6, white simply played rook d6 and black resigned because after king d6 there's simply knight e4 forking the king and the queen. Yeah, just out of nowhere really, just incredible. Yeah, this was another very harsh game for black. Um, yeah, I mean, black's got lots of stuff here. Strong knight, king's right in the white king is right in the corner there. Something sensible like rook h2 or something like that would be great. But black decided to play rook gg2, threatening mate and yeah, actually hoping to get rid of the of white's dark squared bishop. But what did white play in this position? Well, what happened was simply rook h7, and this is very, very annoying. If you go king e8, I just go d7 check. And the same with king c8. And black played king c6 in the game, but that wasn't safe because rook c7 is checkmate. So yeah, so much good work, and yeah, but yeah, it's just so hard to keep your concentration all the way through and see all the tricks that Leela's coming up with. Lots and lots of them. Yeah, this is another little thing here. So black's had a bit of a rough time. Position's a bit all over the place. So white's got a piece back, but okay, black's still alive. White played the move rook d7, and black thought here, well, I don't want to put my rook on the my king on the back rank. Let me put it forwards. What did Leela do in this position? Yeah, h5 is checkmate. Out of nowhere. Just yeah, the king has nowhere to go. The queen on f6, obviously stopping the king from moving anywhere. And that's it. That's curtains. Incredible. Yeah, this is a very typical Leela scenario in the when Leela plays 1b3. A lot of mates along the h file here, and Leela set itself up for rook dh1, and then bishop moves away and mate on h8. And black really needed to take some decisive action here, and I mean really f5 is the move. Just trying to block this bishop on h3 and get the king out to safety through to f7. I mean, Leela would have continued, right? But black would not be lost in this position. Instead, black played f6. Can you see how Leela refuted this? Yeah, the line is quite common actually. It's bishop e6 check, bishop f7. Now we don't take it off. We just go rook dh1, threatening mate on h8. If you go g6, then that's no problem. We still give mate on h7 this time. And if you go bishop e6, there's the typical move g6. Stop the king from escaping, and rook h8 check is going to be mate next. Seen so many of these with Leela at queen odds. It's absolutely incredible. Yeah, this is something that can really only be explained with a bit of context. So, black's 2600 plus player, 3-minute blitz, so reasonable amount of time. And doing quite well. Lost one piece back, but okay. Still got the queen, so looking good. Um, Played a few moves. Bishop f4, obviously looking to exchange off the dark squared bishop, and then Leela started to be a bit annoying. Bishop c5 here, hitting the rook on the e7, and black thought, well, okay. What I'll do is I'll pin the bishop, and I'll just stop black from stop white from taking the rook on e7. Only, yeah, That's what happens. You get pinned. So suddenly from being a queen for a piece up, yeah, now you're just well, you're just equal in material here. But you know, the thing is, Leela keeps on playing any position that you've got for a win. So you've still got to be careful. And Black was a little incautious here and played the move e3. Very natural. Keep on pushing the pawn. Looks quite strong, actually. Hard to stop e2 to e1. But what did Leela have planned? And why had Leela played rook b6 on the previous move? Well, the solution is rook h7 check. Yeah, playing e3 opens up the line of the bishop and gives white rook h7 check, and this is very embarrassing. King g8, we can just go rook takes e7. And after king f8, you've got to be a little bit careful because rook b8 doesn't work because of bishop b8. But actually, you can go rook f6 check, forking the king and the bishop, king e8. And now you could take on e7 and take on f4, but Leela played the even stronger bishop a4. And after king d8, rook f8, yeah, we're picking up the rook on e7, which is obviously completely crushing. So Black resigned here. Really, again, an example of how quickly things can turn. You know, just when Leela's at you. Ooh, this is a really quick defeat here. So yeah, Leela always giving away pawns for in the opening in the Queen's odds play. You know, just looking to open lines. And well, Black took on c2 here, and White played rook c1, and then took on b2. Could have taken the knight on e4 as well if you're going to do it, but played queen takes b2. And what did White play now? Well, that's right. Played rook takes c8 checkmate. Got to be careful about grabbing pawns with your queen before getting developed, even if your opponent hasn't got a queen himself. Oh, this one's quite amazing actually. So yeah, this is the position. Actually, Black played knight c5, forking the pawn on e6 and the rook on d7, and White played the amazing king b1 here. Leela, what are you doing? Well, what's the idea? After knight takes d7, e takes d7. Well, the engine's preferred queen d5 here, just hitting the knight on f3, and you know, just okay, you give up a rook for a pawn, but you still got queen for two pieces, and you know, it should be looking pretty good, really. Got a lot of control of the center and everything. But Black played rook e d8, why not? And this was, I guess, Leela's idea: bishop c4 check, king f8, and bishop e6. And yeah, I mean the black pieces are a little bit hemmed in, although actually rook takes d7 would be the best line because after takes there's queen d5 hitting the bishop on d7 and queen on f3 there. However, Black played the move b5, not really suspecting anything after all. You've got queen and two rooks against rook, knight, and bishop. What can go wrong? Well, knight g5 happened, and now this is kind of crucial. But I don't think Black even spotted what was happening now. The only move is rook takes d7 here to try and give the king some air, but Black played the move b4. So can you spot what White played in this position? Yeah, simply knight takes h7 checkmate. You can look at it a few times and blink and not realize it's true, but yeah, rook knight takes h7 really is checkmate there. Really lovely little move there. This one I've already shown on Twitter, but it's too good not to show. Leela plays bishop f4 check, and well, looking back on it, probably queen takes f4 was a good idea just to get rid of that bishop. But Black played the move king takes d5. What did Leela play next? That's it, bishop e6 checkmate. You blink again and sort of say, "Oh my goodness, this really does work." And really efficient, gorgeous mate there from White. I loved it when I saw it. And now the final little puzzle for this video. Yeah, I mean, Black's doing all right. It's still got a piece up for a couple of pawns, although pieces are under pressure. White's bishop is very good. Bishop looks very good on that long diagonal, so it's a bit surprising to play bishop a3. But I guess that Leela just felt that something was going to happen. What Black played bishop b7. What was Leela's next move? Leela's next move was the lovely rook b5, discovering the attack on the bishop on the rook on d6 and hitting the bishop on b7 that can't be defended. And after bishop a6, we just take on d6. And if bishop b5, then a b5 hits the knight, so black just remains material down. And well, c takes d6, rook d5 also wasn't very good. Just rook takes d6 happening, and yeah, too much material for the two pieces. So there we are. That's all the examples in this video. Stay tuned for more. Hope you're enjoying them. Do give a like and subscribe if you do, and hope to see you at the next video. Thanks for watching.